it wasn't all. I ain't gonna put the whole blame on Ruthless. Like it was like we played a role in like being young minded. You know what I'm saying? Like you know what I'm saying? Because that's how it is. And like when you young and you like them niggas. You know what I'm saying? Like you like think everything supposed to go your way. You know what I'm saying? So it's just like.
But who would you expect to take over once he passed away? Like who would you guys have rather be in that position?
I mean, everything was cool. We was cool at first when they was like, okay, we gonna keep y'all and we moving forward. We like, okay, hell yeah, shit, cool, cool. But I guess it came about when, you know what I'm saying, like, man, honestly, it was just like too many when you're dealing with a group with 5 members, like Bone, everybody very strong personalities, man. It's just like it's just I ain't met a motherfucker that can handle Bone to date. Like no lie. Still to date. I wouldn't even suggest you try. Like for real. Like
Hold
no
on,
lie.
hold on, hold on. Here you go again. Here you go to
For real.
paraphrase. Here you go being smooth again. That's
For
big.
real.
What did they try to do that y'all didn't agree with, man? Because she's a lady. Were y'all sexist at the time?
No, bro.
Come on,
It-
Krayzie, y'all
no,
sexist?
a lot of dudes just try. A lot of people in the industry like tried to control us and tried to like. And every time we sense that, we always rebel. Like
Okay, so rebellion, because of y'all were young and who y'all was and different personalities, y'all not having it.
yeah.
And you felt like, did she come off like a mother, or she came off like trying to tell y'all what to do? Like, was she down talking y'all? Like, did
I
she?
mean,
it wasn't like
Yeah,
like a
at the
report.
time we probably yeah. At the time, because of our mentality, we probably took it like that. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, knowing we didn't know shit about the game. We didn't like talking about what she know. You know what I'm saying? Like we like, you know what I'm saying? It was just we was just like man, just rebellious, bro. Like at the time, like basically that's all I can say it was. Like, wasn't
At the
trying
time,
to listen. Yeah.
before Easy Pass, what record you got y'all had at the time that was like hot before Easy Pass? What
Shit,
y'all had at the time?
shit, Easy Pass before the Eternal album even came out. Like so when he passed, we hadn't even dropped a song from the Eternal album. So I think the last song we dropped was For the Love of Money.
Mm.
Yeah. So it was like, and like, that was riding for a minute. You know what I'm saying? That EP was riding for a minute. And Eazy, he was like, yo, y'all need to get into an album now. You know what I'm saying? And then like, just out the blue, that shit just like happened. It's crazy.
How did y'all get out the deal?
With Ruthless? Man, shit, that shit was like, shit, they was, I mean, shit, the term had ran up. You know what I'm saying? It was like, it was over. You know what I'm saying? And we was like, yeah, we gonna cut ties, like for real.
That's what it was. His contract ran out.
Yeah.
Y'all ain't do no extra stuff to get out. Y'all ain't do nothing. So y'all still fulfill your obligations.
Yeah. Oh yeah, definitely. Definitely. And what's crazy is the relationship with Tamika is like it's even better now than it was when we were signed to it. You know what I'm saying? Like we still talk about doing
Shout out
work
to
in the
Miss Tamika.
future and projects and I got some good ideas. You know what I'm saying? Like it ain't all like you know what I'm saying. We hate you like. Cause like I said, man, everybody older now. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, I look back on stuff like that, and I'm like, okay, yeah, that could have been us right there. You know, agitating that. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? So, we just got to man up about it for real.
Because y'all was kids.
Exactly.
So, back in Cleveland,
Mm-hmm.
term ran out. What we doing next?
Bro, like after that, niggas just went niggas just went all over the place. Like everybody just started, you know what I'm saying, like doing their thing. You know, Flesh was locked up. You know, he got stretched 10. Busy was, you know, going through his whatever he was going through, his mental whatever. And it was basically me, Wish, and Lazy holding the brand down. You know what I'm saying? We was out doing shows. It came down to just us three doing shows. Like, but we was maintaining it though. We still doing sold out shows. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like it's crazy. And then we get offered a deal by Swiss Beats. You know what I'm saying? So we get the call. You know, they're like, yo, Swiss wanna fuck with y'all. Like, so we're like, okay, hell yeah. You know what I'm saying? Like, we're like, hell yeah, let's do it. And man, that shit was it was supposed to be all 4 of us. Busy had agreed to do the deal and everything. Like, but when it came time to like sign and do the deal, it was like the nigga was just like was on some, like I say, he was on some mental shit. Like at that time he was just going through some shit, whatever he was going through. But yeah, man, so we started fucking with Swizz, and at the time Swizz was with Clive Davis. and J Records. But when we started fucking with him, he was like, "Yo, I'm about to make a move over to Interscope and fuck with Jimmy Iovine. I want to take y'all over there." And so like when we did that, we went out to Phoenix and like started working on this album with Swizz and just us three. And everybody was like, "Oh man, you know, we don't know, you know, it's only 3 members, busy in it, da da da, yeah." I'm like, "Man, look here, man. Give us a check and get us a studio. We gonna show y'all what we do." You know what I'm saying? And man, we went in there and banged out the album, man, and ended up winning a American Music Award. You know what I'm saying? Like the fans love the album. Album went platinum with just us three. You know what I'm saying? So it's like that was a defining time in Bone Thugs history because it shows you like it's really not. It is about the members because everybody bringing their stuff, but like people is in love with the music. People love the music. People love like what we brought to them because we connected with people in a whole emotional way. You know what I'm saying? It's like the connection we have with our fans is different. You know what I'm saying? Like these niggas is ride or die, like no lie. You know what I'm saying? Like so it's they real with it, like for real.
I mean, what year was this?
This was what year was that? 05, yep. Yeah.
So, just be a little curious real quick. Let me get at you for a second. Let me get at you kindly.
Respectfully.
Respect. I got a lot of respect for him. I'm gonna say that. You know, so it's not gonna be one of those. So, let's take a little baby steps. Ruthless ran out.
Mm-hmm.
You guys, everybody. Now, when you say and respectfully, when you say Busy was going through something personal, did it have anything to do with how things was going musically, or just was his personal situation within himself?
Yeah, within himself. You know
okay.
What I'm saying? Like, yeah.
And then you said one of the other members got locked up. You said he got 10 years.
Yeah.
And were you guys communicating at all, or you three just decided to keep it moving?
Oh yeah. I mean, like we would communicate with Busy like whenever we could, but he was like off doing this thing, and like whenever we catch him, we catch him.
So off the radar type stuff.
Yeah.
Like, so when y'all do the album with Swiss and stuff like that, and it's just 3 of y'all, and y'all go platinum. What does that do? How does he feel about that? Because he had an opportunity to be a part of it, but he declined because of his own personal issues. How does he feel about that?
I mean, shit. He understand. I mean, he understand he could have been a part of it, but he also understand he had to get his as a man. He had to tend to them demons. He had to tend to his demons. He had to, you know what I'm saying, like whatever he was going through, he had to handle that. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, you know, we gave him room to do that. It's like we give everybody. Man, we always say it's a revolving door with Bone. You know what I'm saying? Like, whenever you want to step away, you want to take time out, go do what you got to do. You know what I'm saying? Like, but the door's always open if you need, if whenever you want to come back. So it's always been like that, always.
We didn't talk about the Biggie record. I know you probably talked about it before, but how that came about.
Bro, that shit was crazy because we was out in Cali, and Diddy hit us up. He was like, yo, Big out here. He wants y'all to come to the studio and fuck with his album. We was like, man, shit, say no more. We in that motherfucker. I'm like, so should we go to the studio? Everybody was in that motherfucker. He had the whole like Junior Mafia was up in that motherfucker. Everybody, man, it was like Stevie J. Everybody was in that motherfucker. Like we was in that bitch deep. We had our whole camp, Mo Thug. We had our whole camp up in there, and it was like a party up in there. Like we got so motherfucking wasted. Shit, we passed out in that motherfucker. And nigga Big was like, yo, is you niggas all right? Our manager was like, yeah, they good. And shit, man, and Big used to chip because he was like, yo, these niggas came in here and passed out, then they jumped right up and went right in the booth. knocked our shit out. Like, Big was sitting in there, he was like, yo, these niggas is crazy.
How did that come about, though, that record? Do you remember? Like, how did that come about? You went to the studio, he played it for you, he had the idea, or you guys...
Yeah. What they had the beat. They played the beat for us, and then, like when we heard the beat, oh shit. I went in and started like messing around with the hook, like it's bone in Biggie, Biggie, it's bone in Biggie, Biggie, and then Busy came in like let's ride, get high. You know what I'm saying? And then like we did the hook first, and then like Busy laid his verse, and then what's crazy is I laid my verse, but the verse that I put on the song was a verse I was just warming up with. I was like, and I wasn't gonna use the verse. I was just warming up, and then when I started saying the verse that I was gonna put down, Puff was like, no. He was like, no, do that verse you was just saying. He was like, do that verse first. And I really don't like that verse to this day. You know what I'm saying? That's why on the remix of that song, Notorious Thug, that with Twista, and that's why I went in. Like I was like, fuck this, I'm about to make up for that song because I didn't really like that verse at first. I was like, for real.
Yo, so
really?
Hell no, I didn't.
How did Biggie do? I heard. I'm not sure if it's true or not, but I heard somewhere where Biggie redid his verse for that record or something like that. That's true.
Which one?
Notorious Thugs.
No. I know he didn't. He took the song home. He was like, "Yo, I'm gonna take this to the house." He brought the song back to New York and he laid his verse out here. And then we didn't even hear his part until after he had passed away.
Wow.
Yeah, we didn't hear it till it came out on the album. He was like, I was like, yo, this nigga killed it. I was like, this shit is crazy, like, for real.
So,
how'd y'all feel though? My fault. How'd y'all feel though? Because he normally don't rap like that. So did y'all feel like honored that he kind of took y'all style? Not took your style, but he went y'all flow on that record. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, bro, that shit. And then the way he did it was so smooth though. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like it was crazy. I always tell people he killed the record for real. He killed.
I'm in danger.
That's my favorite joint. I ain't gonna lie.
That shit is classic.
That's my
just those couple words. Armed and dangerous. That shit's classic. Right.
That's my go-to like a karaoke song. If we hanging out, we doing karaoke. I pick that song to try to like.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Hell yeah.
Tell us about the Tupac feature.
Bro, so the Pac shit, I wasn't even in the studio, but like we had ran into Pac a few times, and like we had always been talking about like doing music. You know what I'm saying? And like, I guess he ran into. I mean, we saw him one time in L.A. at the hotel. We was coming out the hotel. He was going in, and like the first connection we made with him was when he first got out, and he was like, yo, man, I just want to tell y'all, like when I was locked up, I listened to that fucking Crossroads shit every day. Not the remix, the original version. I listened to that shit every day. And he was like, we're like, oh shit, man, that's what's happening. And then we was like, you got some weed? He was like, hell yeah, we got some weed. He was like, they gave us like a big ass bag of weed and was like, man, we gotta get in the studio. So like after that, we kept seeing each other and was like, we need to get in the lab. And then one day, him and Busy ran into each other in traffic, and they went to the studio. And like, man, they went in there, and it was like the first beat they put on, the one we played. Pac was like, "That's the one." But what's so crazy about that beat is, that beat, like, DJ Unique made that beat for Eazy-E, and we wrote a song for Eazy-E off that beat called "Artillery Shot." We was talking about like Eazy selling guns, you know what I'm saying? Like, bro, the shit was crazy as fuck. But like,
the gun samples in the background. So
yeah, but Eazy never got a chance to use. Eazy never got a chance to use the beat. Never got a chance to use it. Yeah.
I got beef with you now.
What happened?
I didn't have beef with you earlier. I got beef. I just remembered.
Right.
Nigga, you so used to being cool and wanting to talk and skip the whole shit. You probably tired. You got shit to do. Nigga, we skipped the 95 when you dropped the album with First of the Month, Crossroads and all that shit. You forgot about that?
Oh, yeah,
huh?
No.
Ain't gonna do me like that, huh?
No. We got
it. Niggas got verified accounts in here, nigga. I'm popping, nigga. You gotta do. I ain't letting shit like that. How you just gonna slide? I'm over here looking at. Nigga jumped to 2005.
For real.
7.
I thought about it too.
Nigga about 95, nigga.
Yeah, man.
It's the first of them. Wake up. You forgot about that, nigga. You forgot about your legacy, nigga.
Yeah, for real. That's it. For real. You know.
Bro, you won't be lonely. You forgot about all that?
Yeah, man.
How was it making that album?
Bro, it's so crazy because like most of the material for that album, we had all that shit already written. Because like we had a lot of shit already written before we met E. Like we just used to write the first of the month. We wrote that shit like a year before we even like met Eazy-E. Like I remember sitting there. Me and Busy was sitting in my mother's the front steps, and he was singing like he wrote a song. He had a different verse, and he called it the first of the month. And I'm like, bro, that's dope. And then he started singing like it's the first of the month, and then I heard the Marvin Gaye shit in the back. I was like, wake up, wake up, wake up, and like we had this shit like even before we even had a beat to it. You know what I'm saying? Like all that shit, like Mr. Bill Collector, all them songs like the Weezy stuff. We had all this stuff like before we even like had beats or music to it. Like you know what I'm saying? So it was like that album. We went in there and like really banged it out, like because like we did that with the EP, and we knocked the songs out so fast. E was like, "Yo," he's like, "This shit gotta come out now." He's like, "Let's just do an EP, an introduction, and get this out now. Then y'all go back and work on the album." And that's what we did.
Crossroads.
Yeah,
I think that's first of the month is up there, but Crossroads probably one of y'all biggest crossover. It's always on the top.
That shit was scary when I was a kid.
Yeah, it was a little. The video was a little.
I ain't like that shit. I ain't gonna lie.
The video was a little crazy.
I like the song. The video. What the fuck I was thinking, man?
I used to almost cry watching that video, man.
Where the hell that came from? That shit was scary. Where the fuck that came from?
They killed the old man in front of the porch.
Yeah.
That whole joint is
yeah,
like.
Why y'all did that, man? I don't like that shit. Who idea was that? Yours, wasn't it?
Nah, man. No.
It was yours.
Nah,
Why
it wasn't
nigga
mine,
like you? I know it's yours.
It wasn't mine, bro. That was some director shit, bro. We was like, yeah, they took it there though, bro.
They did. That was a big record.
That goes down. Like I always see that. I always hit a song and see that song in all of the top hip hop like countdowns, the top 100, whatever. Like of each year is always like up there. So take us through the process for the video. The video now. The video was crazy.
They said that song real quick. That song was for like dedicated to Eazy-E or something like that. Is there any validity to that?
I mean, well, the song like the original song we did to it, the one Pac said he liked. The original one was for one of our homies that passed away, and he was the only dead homie we had at the time in the hood. Like, so we was like, we gonna do this song for him. But then while we were out in Cali doing what we was doing, like we lost a lot of people. You know what I'm saying? Like my cousin was murdered. Wishbone's Uncle Charles was like robbed and killed. You know what I'm saying? It was like, you know what I'm saying? Like Lay lost one of his unborn kids. It was just like a lot going on. We was like, yo, my brother-in-law was murdered. So I'm like, it was just crazy. All at the same time, all this was happening. So we was like, yo, we gotta. So in the remix, we mentioned all those people in the remix. We actually made it for all of them. On top of Eazy-E passing away. So like it wasn't like we was in the studio like we finna make a anthem, but about to make it hit. We was like, we want to remix this song because everybody died. Like we was in our feelings at that time. Like, we done lost all these people around the same time. So it's like, we want to make this song.
Y'all make the first one?
Yeah.
No, when did y'all make the first one?
We made the first one, because the album was out when the second one came out. So the first one came out with the actual album, Eternal album, and the remix we did after the album was out. Yeah.
That shit was scary.
Yeah, for real?
Yeah, it was scary. Yeah, you know that. That's not funny. So, now, everybody got I just always had a question real quick, like, because I see a lot of things online, and I'm going to take a left turn, like, did y'all ever know Twista at the time? Like, did y'all ever meet him personally back then? Did y'all know him? Because I remember back in the days, Beef DVD days. I remember that Beef DVD. You remember the Beef DVD?
Mm-hmm.
It was some who started it first and who started that and all that extra stuff. Did y'all know him before, or it was more like we were out for a long time, so we sort of followed? Like, how did that whole thing stem? Who felt the way? Because you just cool with, whatever it is. I really don't trust you, but you cool. Like, I don't trust him. You can't trust him. He's too slick. It's him, man. He shot the nigga in the leg by mistake. All type of crazy shit he did. He didn't want to get his man told him to get out the car. He didn't want to leave. It's him. You got to watch him, G. I'm telling you, pay attention.
So he not cool?
He is cool, but he's slick, man. He's slick. You know that look. He trying to, like, how did that stem, though? Y'all never met him at all. So the first time...
No.
Tell me the first time you might have heard about Twista, and why did y'all end up feeling the way, even if somebody did take or were influenced by y'all? Like, walk me through that, please.
Bro, we had never met Twista, had honestly never heard of Twista. Like, no lie. Like we had never been outside of Cleveland. You know what I mean? So like we was like the style we like I told you, like where I got the idea from was from Big Daddy Kane. I told Kane this, you know what I'm saying? I had to too. You know what I'm saying? That's one of my favorite MCs. You know what I'm saying? So you know what I'm saying? So it's like the first time we started hearing it was like when was around the time like when like Do or Die came out. And when Do or Die came out, I remember somebody playing me something that Twista had did earlier in the days. I was like, oh shit, that is kind of early. Like, but we had never heard it. I was like, oh, so this nigga was out. Twista was out. Like he was out doing this thing. You know what I'm saying? But at the same time, we was doing our thing, probably locally like he was doing. You know what I'm saying? So it was just a coincidence. Like it was just crazy how this shit happened. Like, but he was doing this thing.
You can acknowledge that he was doing this thing.
Oh yeah, definitely. Hey, bro, we done sat up and had this conversation because we had a conversation like shit. What was the beef about? We was like, I don't know. Who rapped the fastest, I guess. Don't nobody even give a damn about that shit no more. You know what I'm saying? It's like, nigga, shit, let's get this money for real. You know what I'm saying?
Shout out to Twista.
What about
all love?
It was a situation between you guys and DJ Paul, right? Or 3 6 Mafia.
Bro, that's my nigga. Like he just hit me. I just talked to DJ Paul, bro. Like we working on the album right now, me and him. Like no lie, it's going down for real. That's my nigga.
But back then though, it was a situation about
bro. Back then it was crazy. Again, I don't even know what the beef was. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, bro, we was just young. Everybody was just, you know what I'm saying? Testosterone. Niggas like trying to stake their claim. And we the best. We did it first. You know what I'm saying? I mean, shit, it's the shit to go on in hip-hop. Hip-hop has always been competitive, man. And then when you got somebody in your lane just like, you know what I'm saying, claiming to be them niggas or that nigga, like, you know what I'm saying? You want to know who they is. Like, bottom line, that's what it was. He was young and full of being competitive, you know what I'm saying? Like for real.
See, niggas crazy. So these things are ego things, basically ego and pride, and just misunderstandings. Because obviously, we can tell that you're past it. You're past feeling these,
Oh yeah.
Shout out to DJ Paul. I'm just gonna go down some lines, man. What was the whole dog pound situation about?
Bro, it was. That shit was just like basically like I told you, Eazy told us like he didn't want us to get involved with it, but it's like, like the kind of dudes we was. It was like,
yeah, I know.
We like, bro, like if we with you and some shit jump off, like what we just supposed to do? Like we ain't gonna get involved with it. I mean, like then y'all gonna be talking about it. Why y'all didn't help? You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
So it's just like for real. So it was like you know what I'm saying? I mean, but it nothing really got serious with their whole beef. It was a couple words said back and forth and on the records, and like we even had a few like altercations in person, you know what I'm saying? But it never really came down to like no physical crazy shit. Like me and Corrupt talked about it one time on my show. Corrupt was like, yo, bro, he was like, if the shit would have went down, we'd have tried to kill each other. Like
you just said you had altercations in person. What you talking about? Arguments in person?
Yeah.
Pushing, shoving?
No. Just words back and forth, you know what I'm saying? You know how niggas be out there, ruthless, you know what I'm saying? Dog pound, you know what I'm saying? Yeah.
I can picture it.
Yeah.
The whole, what happened with the Eminem situation?
What's that?
Well, they say, I guess, was it Busy and Eminem? Like did Eminem have some sort of, did Bone Thugs, or that's probably Busy and Eminem?
No, not that I know of. I don't think nobody had that with Eminem at all, yeah.
There's some sort of...
Not that I know of.
Okay. Got you. Let's see. So just one more thing I wanted to ask you pertaining to that. Cause what was... Who or what situation transpired that we don't know about?
What you mean? Like,
you know what I mean?
No.
I'm about to go in the closet on this nigga, man.
You ain't been over in a long time, man.
I'm about to go
you ain't been in the closet in a long time.
Slick, man. I'm about to go in the closet with this nigga.
Oh, man. You go? Nah.
Yo, what situation we don't know, but not trying to hash anything. I just said, like, what situation that or even if I can tell you past a lot of things and I can see the growth, so I want to salute you. I'm just saying, what situation that, whether it's misunderstandings or something that might have happened with an artist or somebody that we don't know about, or that might have flew under the radar?
Oh man, I mean, I don't know. Like everybody knows just about, you know what I'm saying? Our fans know just about everything. Like, I mean, I don't know.
It's 5 of you niggas.
I know, that's what I'm saying. Like,
It's 5 of you niggas. Keep that in mind. It's 5 of you niggas.
Yeah, bro. Them niggas crazy too. Like,
I can tell all y'all niggas look crazy. And there was there's no situation where somebody had to call in and say, yo, man, just let that go, or a misunderstanding, whether it was in the studio, whether it was somebody didn't, what situation you
bro, like, I mean,
niggas didn't get on records when y'all ask niggas to, like shit like that.
No, I think that, well, a time where, we had to have somebody like mediate, I think was back in the, when we had, when some shit had jumped off with us and the Wu-Tang. But it was crazy because it was like, it wasn't just us and the Wu-Tang, it was us and the Wu-Tang. It was like Dog Pound was in there. It was like everybody turned on us that night. It was crazy, bro. It was like, it's like everybody,
happened?
we was in there, bro. So look, so Leora and Russell Simmons, they invited us to a party, man, Christmas party. They invited us to a Christmas party, bro. Christmas party, bro. Like
the most happiest fucking day of the year. The most happiest day of the month, man.
Bro.
Yeah.
So look, so we been from like we ain't like we wasn't understanding like people don't get to the club out here till like like late. So nigga, we pull up, we get to the spot like 10. We in this motherfucker, like we get in this motherfucker and go hard till we drunk by like 12. It's done, like. We gone, like, and we in there with our entourage. We got Mo Thug, we got like our whole little crew up in there, and like we just kicking it. So like, bro, just out the blue, I think one of the homies we was with bumped into somebody's girl that was with somebody. This girl was with somebody from the Dog Pound, I believe. So like, when this, they came and they. They came and they tried to, what I'm saying, they was like, yo, homie, you know what I'm saying, you bumping my girl, like spending her drinking, like the person we was with, he flipped out, you know what I'm saying, like, so we got this altercation going on, and I don't even know how the whole situation with the Wu-Tang shit, like just, I don't even know. Next thing I know, I think it was Ghostface and Lazy was arguing, and it was crazy, bro. This shit was crazy, and next thing I knew, I heard a whole bunch of motherfuckers like, woo, we like, oh shit, that mean they own us, baby. Like they own us, baby. Like I'm like, shit, nigga, we in New York City. I'm like, so it was like, so the nigga, I remember like our whole camp, like the shit was so heated, like at this point, like the motherfucker, and I think other niggas was fighting too, because the party had broke up, like the music stopped, and like we backing out the motherfucker back to back, you know what I'm saying, with our entourage, making sure, because only one way in this motherfucker. We backing our way out, and I remember like niggas just talking to us, I heard niggas screaming out like, "This ain't the West Coast, Bone." We like, nigga, we ain't from the West Coast, nigga, we from Cleveland. What the fuck y'all talking about? Like, we was like, no lie, you know what I'm saying? So then we go, the nigga Wish walking out, flipping, talking about, oh, nigga, fuck the East Coast. We had love for the East Coast. Big, like, come on now, Wish. Come on, you know it ain't like that, Wish. Big sitting at the bar, bro, all this shit going on, niggas wilding. Big sitting at the bar, still drinking. Like, come on now, Wish. It ain't like that. I'm like, bro, the shit was wild that night. Then the nigga Chris Lighty, rest in peace. The nigga Chris Lighty pulls up in the front with the Suburban, like, come grab us, like, let's go now. Snatched all of us out, threw us in the back of the Suburban, bro, pulled us out. So we hear like the Wu-Tang niggas wanted to kill us. They wanted to do us in, and Fat Joe had to, the homie, that's been our homie like since from day one, Fat Joe and the Terror Squad, you know what I'm saying? He was like,
Fat Joe. Yeah,
Fat Joe had to step in, you know what I'm saying, like, and, like, squash and shit. Joe was like, yo, nah, them my niggas. Like, them my niggas.
Did it get physical in there?
No. It didn't get physical. It was a bunch of pushing, shoving.
So it was in there Ghostface, Raekwon, all them niggas?
No, Raekwon, we actually, as we were leaving out, Raekwon, Method Man, Leor, and our manager was coming in together at the time. Because we was cool as fuck with Method Man and Raekwon. Like, we was coolest out of all the Method's our nigga to this day.
Shout to Meth.
We always been cool with Method Man. You know what I'm saying? So it was like, when Meth saw what was happening, he was like, yo, what the fuck is going on? He was like, yo, y'all niggas just leave. We'll take care of this shit. Like, just leave. We was like, cool. And we bounced. But the shit just happened so fast, and it wasn't even nobody like direct, like nothing directly with us. It was like, you know how this shit get started with entourage niggas, and like the niggas with you, so you got to be like, you know what I'm saying, like somebody's fucking cousin or something.
Well, yeah, y'all was outnumbered tremendously.
Hell, what? Come on, man, we in New York. Hell yeah, shit.
At a Christmas party.
At a Christmas party.
Drunk and shit, didn't go there.
And then Lior see us the next day, like, y'all ruined my party. We was like, what the fuck you gonna blame us? We didn't do it, motherfucker. Like, what the hell? It's crazy.
So how was it able to rectify? Like how did
all that shit just died, man. And then my like every time we see them Wu-Tang, man, we talking about doing something. We talking about going on tour. We talking about like making some shit happen. Like RZA, that's my nigga. You know what I'm saying? Like Meth, Raekwon, Ghostface, all that ain't nothing but love, man. For real.